I am Andy Naylor, Head of Customer Success here at Interface. In today's demonstration, I'm going to show you the boards module. This essentially gives you a virtual space inside Bitrix where you can visualize your ideas, your workflows. You might want to create a mind map, or you might want to create an OKR board. Bitrix gives you a whole range of predefined templates to allow you to build out whatever it is that you're wanting to explore your ideas for. Now let's jump into Bitrix and just access the boards module. So you should see it within the left-hand menu. And here, when you click on boards, you'll see a list of all of the boards that you have created yourself. So first of all, let's click on Create. And this will give you access to all of the templates that Bitrix provides. So if we look at here and click on all templates, here you can see a whole range. So we can have a pros and cons if you're trying to weigh up any particular ideas for projects or for clients or for business ideas. We can have a roadmap. We've got a calendar. A couple of the most common ones to use within here are the mind map. That gives you a fantastic board to be able to explore the different ideas within your project for using mind map. And then flowchart, again, we have the ability to create a flowchart and express different steps within a particular process. So we're going to look at that one in today's demonstration. So if I click on Use, here we'll arrive at a particular board, and I can click on the board itself, and that will give me my example flowchart. Now, as I say, a lot of people use these, especially us, in terms of building out and visualizing our particular workflows. So that might be, for example, when a lead comes in. So I could click on here just to easily edit it. So I could say new lead. And then what happens when a new lead comes in? It would come in, and then we would say, for example, contact the customer. In here, we probably don't want that block up there. Maybe we want to move this up to the top. And then what do we want to do when we contact the client? So after the contact of the client, we want to send email. Now, that is the same color as the contact client blocks. Maybe we want to change the color to red or pinkish color. And then again, we can specify a whole range of different workflow ideas here. And again, it's quite quick. It's quite easy to just change. There we go. I can actually bring in a new arrow. Let's do that in here. And I can bring that up, and so on and so forth. So you can see how easy it is. If you wanted a new icon, maybe you wanted to bring in a circle, you can then click in. We can specify, then bring it in, and then add anything in terms of arrows and the flow of the flowchart itself. So as I say, a lot of people use these for visualizing your lead automation, your deal automation. You might have an onboarding process that you want to work with the team on, so you could build out that onboarding process in here. There's a whole range of different ideas. So let's call this our lead workflow. And then what we can do is we can share it internally with others. So we might want to give Damien the ability to edit this particular flowchart, and I can click on Save in here. And then what we can also do is give it to a client of ours. So I can click on Publish. That will give us a public link. I can click on that and then enter it in here. This is exactly what the customer will see. They won't be able to edit it, but they'll be able to visualize the flow that you have created for them. You can set an expiration date on the link, and you can set a password as well on there. So these are a fantastic way of collaborating together, coming up with, in this case, a particular flow for an automation maybe, or for an onboarding process. And then once you've done that, it will appear in, if I just click on refresh, you can see our lead workflow board will be there again. You can use those in tasks. You can use those in chats as well. So you can share them again internally with other users. And they are a fantastic way of, as I say, mapping out the workflows that you require. So thank you very much for watching. Please do get in touch with us for a full demonstration or to find out more about this and other solutions. Please go to interface.com/solutions.